Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Yo, man, what it do, man? It's your boy LP, aka LPZ, and I'm posted up, taking it easy on the Trap Plan Radio. Man, look, we got a awesome guest in the building with us today. You know what I'm saying? This brother right here been putting in work for the kingdom, making things happen. You know what I'm saying? Going into the schools, helping our young people, teaching them about finances, teaching them about, economic growth, all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Making it happen. Y'all need a loan or something like that, you can holler at my folk. But, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, y'all give it up for Mr. Reginald Smith. Yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you, LP, for having me on, man, and giving me an opportunity to kick it with you. And so I'm looking forward to it. I think this is a very relevant topic. Everybody's talking about the movie. It has been a huge success.
No doubt.
And so I think this has definitely been groundbreaking for African Americans, for Black culture as a whole. And so I think it is definitely something that needs to be celebrated. But there's a lot more, as I said when we talked earlier, that's hidden in plain sight in this movie.
No doubt, no doubt.
More than Wakanda, for sure. And so I'm interested to get into it, and I think it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it.
No doubt, no doubt. So, like he said, what we gonna do? We just gonna give our personal review. We gonna break down this movie, and we gonna give some wisdom and some insight that we were able to receive from the movie. And y'all get prepared, man. So first thing first. So the movie. I want to ask this first. How many times have you seen the movie?
I saw it twice.
Okay, so you've seen the movie twice, and you took notes.
Yeah, I took notes the first time. I just had to take it all in.
Yeah.
But the second time I took notes.
No doubt. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? You got the first time I was just like, just blown away.
Right.
I really wasn't paying a lot of attention to the details. I was just blown away at the fact that it was, positive imagery.
Correct.
Of people that look like us.
Very positive.
Because that's a big deal, because at the end of the day, there's a history of Hollywood movies to where you're always going to see nothing but negative imagery when it comes to Black people, Black men and Black women. There's always negative imagery to connect with the stereotypes.
Correct.
But this gave us the other side. You know what I'm saying?
And it gave us a completely different visual.
No doubt.
Something to me that I don't believe I've seen in a very long time.
Right. And I'm very appreciative of that. So let's jump right into it, man. So first thing first, movie comes on.
Panther Goddess.
The Panther Goddess ran us through, gave us a whole rundown on how Wakanda came to be, and the Panther Goddess came down and showed a man the heart-shaped herb, and he took the herb and he became the Black Panther. To rule over. There was a meteorite that hit Africa, and vibranium. That gift, vibranium. And so anyway. We got that understanding, and the movie comes in 1992 in Oakland, California.
Right.
Now, Oakland, California, that's the city where the Black Panthers, the Black Panthers, they really got it popping. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff really got started in Alabama. A lot of people don't know that.
Wow.
The Black Panthers got started in Alabama, and but it really got popping in Oakland, California. And fast forward to 1992. This is after the Watts riots and after all the extreme stuff that happened in California, and we got the Killmonger's dad.
Right.
And he's it opens up. He's plotting a robbery.
Scheming. Hard too.
We gonna be right here. And then we're going to go right here. And then we're going to do this right here.
Right.
And then he here.
Right.
They open the door, and you know what I'm saying, the Dure Melage comes in, you know, two of the sisters.
Right.
And he had to verify who he was, so he showed his war dog tattoo.
Right.
And the Black Panther shows up.
Right. So, Pete, can we dive into that though? It was a completely different person from when it first opened up, and that's something that I paid attention. I didn't pay attention to it as much the first time because obviously you're just trying to see where the movie is going. But he, from before the knock on the door happened, he was just doing his normal thing as what he's grown to be accustomed to, which is completely different from his origins. And so he was, you know, they were scheming, they were getting the guns ready. I mean,
hide the straps.
And these were
hide the straps.
These weren't street legal guns. I mean, these were automatic weapons, like they were about to go do some damage. And when he heard the knock on the door, and he knew at that moment that his original country had showed up. And so he immediately adjusted, and because the other dude didn't know.
Supposedly.
Yeah, he did. I mean, well, he felt, yeah, supposedly he didn't know. So he act like he didn't know. And he said, because he had his gun still in his hand, but the brother put his gun down because he knew what time it was.
Right.
And so he said, yeah, open the door because they're not going to knock again.
They're not going to knock again.
Yeah, so to me, that kind of symbolically shows that there's a lot of, oftentimes we've kind of, because we either know, when we know who we are, and then we decide to act another way, and when that opportunity is presented where we have to get back in line, we know how to do it, but oftentimes we're kind of ashamed. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
because right. At that moment, it's almost like I realize that now I'm misbehaving or not acting out of who I really am, and so it's a lot that you can say about that particular moment. But it was just very, I think it was a beautiful imagery to show, like, okay, my king is here, my country is here, and I haven't been acting in that way. And it caused him to
remember that.
It caused
remember
him
that
to go back to originally who the person that he really was.
Wow. So the Black Panther comes in. He's like, hey, yeah, my brother, you know, good to see you. You look well. And he's like, well, you know, he looking spooked. He's like, well, what brings you here, King? What brings you here, King? He's like, well, you know, there's some, you know, something bad happened in Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Some people died, you know, all this other stuff. You know, and he asked him, you know, like, you know, look me in my eye and tell me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had nothing to do with this, right? And he like, no, I would never do such a thing. I would never do such a thing. And, you know, because, you know, before he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be right here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hide them straps, son. Hide them straps. Not nice. My king, I have no such thing. You see what I'm saying? So look,
yeah,
it just came out like, you know what I'm saying? Look, bro. Your homeboy right there, that really ain't your homeboy. He came from Wakanda. We sent him here to watch you.
Yeah.
You had one job. You were supposed to come down here and observe. You feel me? You was the war dog. But you done came down here. You done got infiltrated with the culture. And now you a gangster. You feel me? Oh, yeah. And you done had a little baby since you was here.
Right.
You feel me? So, fast forward, you know, he got mad with his homeboy, James. You know what I'm saying? Whom he said, I trust him with my life. But you didn't draw down.
Right.
James, you betrayed me. And he draw down, finna shoot him, and you know what I'm saying? T'Chaka killed him. You know what I'm saying? And so they took, you know, and left, and they left the little boy there.
Right.
So, fast forward into
T'Challa. Yeah, he was watching the news.
Yeah.
Kind of piggybacked off of the last movie after his dad died. So it was supposedly it was a couple weeks after that.
Yeah, no doubt. So they're watching the news, and he's getting ready to go into, they're in a particular country in Africa. I don't have my notes in front of me, but it's a particular country in Africa where it's known for sex trafficking and stealing little girls or whatever.
Right.
And Nakia was on a spy mission, you know, trying to help those people. And so they had to go and get her. So, you know, the general told him, when you see her, do not freeze. And so, you know, bam, you know what I'm saying? I never freeze.
Yeah.
So he go down, boom, you know what I'm saying? And
opening scene.
Oh man, that was
he jump out, he throw the beads, and the beads land right on top of the hood to the car. It's like, but man, it's finna go down.
That's too fly.
Yeah, that was super fly.
So boom, the car's wrecked, you know what I'm saying? He come out, he kicks their butt, you know, woo-de-woo. And so old girl comes out. And guess what he did?
Froze.
Nakia. He froze. And, you know, another one of the little outlaws jumped out, you know, and the general had to take care of him, you know what I'm saying? I told you, do not freeze. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? They go back to Wakanda.
Another positive imagery.
No doubt, no doubt.
Being absolutely in awe of a dark-skinned woman.
Yeah.
I felt like that was that in and of itself is something that we do not generally see.
And we don't see that.
I mean, he was like, wow. That's what he stopped. I mean, he was like, okay, I'm handling my business, and then he looked and he was like, there she is.
It wasn't a little Malaysian chick with the Cambodian 19-inch weave. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was a sister.
Right.
And oh man, it was awesome. It was beautiful, and she's a very beautiful woman.
No makeup, no nothing at that time.
And she was on 10.
Yeah.
Killed him. Real talk. Beautiful. Yeah. So all right, so we go from there, and we go back to Wakanda, and you know, he runs into, you know, his mom and his sister, his grieving mom and his sister.
Right.
And so you know, mom's happy to see them and everything. And pay attention to the dialogue between him and the sister. You know, she tells him, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying, I got an update on the MPB beads.
Yeah.
And he was like, update? No update.
Right.
Worked just fine.
Yeah.
She said, how many times I have to tell you, just because something works doesn't mean it cannot be improved. It cannot be improved.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, what do I know? You are smarter than me. Right? You know what I'm saying? So. Right. So he submitted to his little sister's intelligence, his intellect, submitted to the knowledge of his little sister.
Who, by the way, was one of the, if not the brightest person in the movie.
No doubt. No doubt.
As far as intellect. She was extremely intelligent.
Without question. Without question.
And the devices that she created, technology on a whole nother level, to be able to understand that. Another... just extremely positive image.
No doubt.
Of not only a person of color, but it being a woman.
Indeed.
So that was huge to have her as basically a scientist.
Right.
In the movie, I thought that was phenomenal.
No doubt. No doubt. All right. So we move from there. We go to the scene where he's about to, you know, be crowned king.
Right.
And so I mean that whole, you know, while they on the boat on their way over there, you know, they was doing a little dance on the boat, and then they doom doom, and then the water go, and so they over in the waterfalls, and they, you know what I'm saying, one tribe like this, the other tribe like this, the other tribe like this. I'm talking about everybody had their own little jig, you know what I'm saying? Man, that was fly, man. I love that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they asking, you know, who wants to challenge, you know, the Buddha tribe will not challenge today. so all the different, and so it's like, is there anyone of royal blood who would like to challenge for the throne? And then the little sister raised her hand, everybody said, oh! She said, excuse me, but this corset is a little uncomfortable. Can we just wrap it up already? And so everybody laughing. So that's when my boy M'Baku, Massa! Hoo, hoo. Massa! Hoo, hoo. You know what I'm saying? And he gave his little speech. He was disappointed about what he seen.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially he was disappointed. I want you to pay attention. He was disappointed at the little sister, because He's saying y'all. Now keep in mind, M'Baku and his tribe, they live in the mountains.
Right. They chose to live in the mountains.
So they're away from everything. So he's saying that, you know, he had a problem with them allowing a little girl, a child, to oversee their technological advances.
Right.
And saying that she mocks that tradition. Now, I want y'all to remember something about this little sister. She looked at the tradition in the old way. She represents, a lot of people don't realize, she represents the millennial generation.
Yeah.
She looking at tradition like, okay, we need to advance, we need to get past this, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whenever they was when she was showing them the new suit and stuff like that.
Yeah, the whole nine.
You know, she was like, what are those? You know,
Right.
it's you know, looking at the old suit like.
Even him having like, and it was so much to say a next level step, in my opinion, because she was right.
Yeah.
Like him he was like, oh, I'm Black Panther, now where's my helmet? You know, she was joking.
Yeah.
But that's real.
They're shooting at me. Where's my helmet?
Yeah, so it's kind of like he would have had to do that. Like in the last movie, and even in this movie, they brought that suit in, and that's something that he had to do. He had to take his hat off.
Yeah.
He had to take his helmet off in order to talk or whatever he wanted to do if he wanted to reveal himself. And so it was spot on. Her advancement or improvements, as she would say, were for the better. Right.
But M'Baku said that tradition,
correct,
basically is better. Now that imagery and that mindset represents the negative connotations that we have in our culture with the older generation fighting against the younger generation.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
But notice everybody in Wakanda is okay with it except for that tribe. Who's way in the mountains.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So go on to the fight. They start. No doubt. They start fighting. M'Baku is giving him that work, right?
Yeah.
But while he's losing, he leans back and he can see his mother. And his mother says, show them who you are. And right after that, the sister said, you can do it, T'Challa. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
That right there, man, that affirmation.
Right.
You feel me? From the mother and from his sister.
Right.
That affirmation from the feminine energy. That's what helped him to bounce back. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he bounced back and he told him who he was. I am Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Chaka.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yes.
He knew who he was.
Right.
And that was his stamp of approval in order for him to, you feel me?
Yeah, I think it's important that this shows how much the family name means.
Oh my God.
In this movie, it's a thing. Like some people pay attention to it, but my mama used to say, you know, when I was growing up, she was like, "You're not gonna go out here and embarrass me."
Mm.
And I never really understood that until I had kids, you know, like, or until I got older. But really, when I had kids, like, our kids are a representation of the family.
Amen. Amen.
So for him, he understood that who he was. He understood the family structure that he came from, and his daddy was king.
No doubt.
His daddy was the Black Panther.
Amen.
So for him, it's like my nose bleeding and everything, and I just heard my mama say, "Show him who you are."
Wow.
And so for him, there's like a inward energy that comes from being able to reflect back on those things. Like for me, it's almost like today, if my daddy was the president in today's culture,
man, what?
It would be nothing for me to be like, you know, if somebody be like, they must don't know who you are, do they?
Right.
My dad is the president. Like if I need something to get done, I can make it happen. So for him, and that's kind of modern culture, but I love the depiction that it showed from the original people in Africa, how they it was everything was based off of the name, the family name that you came from.
No doubt, no
And
doubt.
so I thought that was beautiful. So
Even from the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know, my name is David, son of Jesse.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
there's a correlation there, and
no
people
doubt
have to be able to put that together like that. That's important.
And you know how much of a challenge that is for a lot of us in our culture here in America. How a lot of us, we don't even know who our daddy is.
Exactly. And we don't have his name.
You see what I'm saying?
There's no connection.
There's no connection. You know what I'm saying?
It's huge, and I just believe it builds stability in children.
And that's such a challenge, right? Like people like myself, okay? I don't have my dad's name.
Right.
I got my mama's last name.
Right.
Whom she got from my brother's daddy. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, so my last name, there's no connection, family bloodline or tie. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
And that can be an extreme challenge. But T'Chaka is from the bloodline of the Black Panther.
That's right.
That's what gave him the confidence and the mental support that
in that moment of great stress that he was in. And so I think you could say he was getting his butt kicked, but a lot of us, we get our butt kicked by life.
No doubt.
And so when there's some other things that we'll get to, but there's I think that this is extremely important. The fact, and he didn't say his mama name.
Wow.
He said his daddy name.
No doubt.
That's huge, man. Like he didn't say that. Oh, my mom. My mom. I'm the son of. And I don't know his mom's name in the movie, but he said that I'm the son of T'Chaka.
No doubt.
And so I think that says so many things, and it's a beautiful imagery, but it definitely speaks to a lot of things that we see today in modern Western culture that we don't have, and we see why it's important.
Wow, that's an excellent point. And so, ending that scene, he turns over, he give him a leg lock,
right,
and about to throw him over the water, and he told him, to tap out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He said, and M'Baku was like, no, go on, kill me. He said, bruh, and remember this, he said, your people need you. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Your people need you.
Yeah. And
he went ahead and tapped out.
Right. And that, another beautiful depiction of people of color. Because in most cases, you see black on black. We have a black on black crime thing here in the United States. So, or all over the country. But, I'm all over the world you see things. But here, definitely, there's black on black crime as we label it. And for him to have him in a place where I could take your life right now and say, look, I need you to think about a couple of things right now. Because I could kill you.
Right.
And if you could take it there, I will.
No doubt.
But I need you to think about a couple of things. Let's not be overly prideful here. That's what he was telling him. Let's not get caught up. Let's not get your ego caught up in it.
No doubt.
Let's not become overly prideful. And let's think about the fact that those people that follows you over here, they need you.
Amen.
And you're more valuable to them alive than you are dead.
No doubt.
And to me, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, how much more would it be if we were to understand that I have the strength to take your life right now.
I can do it.
I could take your life right now, but you're more valuable to your, even if it's a child, you're more valuable to your mom and to your parents and to your little brothers and your little sisters alive than you are out here on this street dead.
No doubt.
There's nothing that you can offer at that moment.
No doubt.
But I think on the flip side, we have to understand that strength is not always about acting out on what you can do. T'Challa knew he was in the position to kill him. He knew he had the strength to kill him. But because he understood and knew how to handle his strength in his place of advantage at that moment, he was able to reason with that guy so that both of them were able to walk away.
Yeah.
And so I think that was huge.
I love it. That was dope. That was real dope. So he tapped out, you know what I mean, and, King T'Challa.
That's right.
The Black Panther. That Black Panther. That was dope. Okay. So next thing, he's walking with his girl Nakia.
That's right.
And she's telling him, you know, she's like, you know, I gotta leave and go back out there.
Right.
And he's like, why don't you stay?
Right.
And she's like, well, I found my calling out there. You know, she said it don't feel right sitting here and everything is all good and people are out there and they have nothing.
Right.
She said, I feel like I need the help.
Right.
And she basically gives him like, hey, look, you know, we could do more.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what more can we do? What
Right.
can we do? She's like, you know, we can do foreign aid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can give people knowledge on technology and, you know what I'm saying, advances, you know, share what we have.
Right.
And so he's like, well, I mean, if we do that, you know what I'm saying, it's a possibility that our way of living may change. And she said, Wakanda has the capability of helping others while protecting Wakanda at the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he like, okay. So that, you know, she dropped that seed on him. You get what I'm saying? She dropped that seed on him. He look. He didn't receive it up front.
No, he didn't.
He didn't receive it up front.
And she didn't bash him for it either.
Oh my God, come on. She ain't, see what I'm talking about? I'm trying to give you wisdom and you don't want to listen to me. What gonna do it? She ain't do that.
Oh. Very classic. I mean, I feel like it was another positive image of the black woman. And I think as women in general possess this persuasive tool
Yes.
that they have.
Yes.
But generally it's not shown in black women. And you know, they give us that black women are loud, that they're aggressive.
We talking about Hollywood now.
Yeah,
We talking about Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Talking about Hollywood.
Media. And we see it on TV. This is what they show us.
Yeah.
About our women.
Yeah.
And she was right.
Yeah.
She was correct.
Yeah.
And she knew she was right.
Right.
But she presented it in a way to where it made him think.
And
she didn't push the agenda. And she left it alone.
Wow.
And I think a lot of times leaders, period, should, you know, a good leader will be open to that.
No doubt.
Like, you know, if you just drop something on them and then it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but at the end of the day, I don't think her motive was to change. I think sometimes people's motives are to change a person. And I don't think you should have a motive of trying to change an individual.
Right.
But you introduce them to information, and if they don't agree with it, then they don't agree with it.
Right.
And she was able to do that in a very classy way. Just say, look, you know, I appreciate what you're trying to do. Because they were exes. Like, that's something that I had to learn in the beginning. Because at first it was a little confusing. You didn't really understand the dynamic.
Right.
Until he actually went and had the next scene that we're going to talk about, where he had the conversation with the other leader of the tribe, and he was saying, so what's up with you and old girl? So when you get it, you're like, oh, that's his ex-girlfriend. Yeah. So he's trying to like, hey, look, hey, you know, he trying to rekindle that thing a little bit on the slide. He's like, hey, you know, why don't you stay?
Yeah.
You know, and she like, I would, but all this stuff is going on.
I got my purpose.
And that's something.
She put her purpose before passion.
That's good.
Nakia put her purpose before passion. Yeah. Because look, this dude just became the king.
Correct.
She wasn't thirsty like, ooh, shoot, man, that dude, he the king now. Shoot, I'm finna get with it, man, he the king. Right. No, she put her purpose before passion.
Yeah.
How often do we do that?
That's very rare.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That sister is the truth. That sister is the truth, bro.
Yeah.
She put her purpose before passion. So look, so now, you're just gonna skip around a little bit.
That's cool. Yeah.
And you know, I'm looking at the time, and that's gonna end our first session of a couple of more. You know what I mean? Y'all hold on tight, man. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in to the Trap Playing Radio. Holla at your boy. All right, we finna save this. And then we're going to get started with the next part. Hey. Purpose before passion. You got to put purpose. You got to put purpose before passion. Everybody keep on asking, LPZ, what you doing? I just tell him I be flowing like fluid. Everybody know LPZ, he gonna do it. I gotta go so hard. And you know your boy gonna be repping for the Lord. And if you try to play me, I'ma go and put your card and I'ma stop. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, man. We gotta.
We finna get back into this thing. Hey. Okay. He keep dropping these hot beats. You know what I'm saying? He keep dropping these hot beats. Turn it up. That's fine, huh? Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Say, hey. Doo-doo. We finna get back started. I'm waiting for this to load up right quick. We finna get back started in a few seconds.
Y'all stay with us. Don't go nowhere. I know y'all be dropping. Y'all be drop off, man. So just stay with us.
Y'all share this video, man.
Trying to do a broadcast and live at the same time.
Yeah.
So y'all get it live and the broadcast will get it in segments. So y'all just bear with us.
Yeah. So y'all please share this video on your timeline so we can get it all. Okay, we finna get back started in a few seconds. All right. All right, new. Here we go. Yo, what it do, man? It's your boy LP. Posted up on the Trap Playing Radio, man. And we right back at you, man, with part 2 of the Black Panther movie review. And as of last time, we had my brother Reginald Smith, and he blessed us real good, and we got him again. So y'all give it up for my brother Reginald Smith. Woo!
What's good? What's good? I'm glad to be back. And so with part 2. And so I appreciate LP for having me back on. We appreciate you guys for listening. And so, because if y'all want to listen, we don't have anybody to talk to. So we appreciate y'all. And we're going to get right back in it.
No doubt. So this is when we get introduced to the Killmonger character.
Yes.
So they're at a museum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In England, right?
Yes.
So we're in Europe now at a museum, and Killmonger's looking at some African artifacts, and the lady that's assisting him, she's drinking some coffee, and she's basically telling him everything about the artifacts, and he's looking at one particular artifact, and he said, "No, that's from Wakanda,
right?
And it's made out of vibranium."
Right.
She's like, "Excuse me?" He said, "Yeah, I know, y'all, this y'all stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And don't worry about it, I'm gonna take it off your hand."
Right.
She said, "Oh, this ain't for sale." so bruh, that's a no. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all stole it.
Yeah, y'all stole this.
Did y'all pay a fair price for this?
Y'all ain't pay a fair price for this. So
right.
You know what I'm saying? So look, I'm gonna go and get that. And then she coughing, you know what I'm saying? So she like he said, you know all this stuff, but you ain't paying attention what you put in your body.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she falls down, and that's the big thing. So they come in. Hey, that's it. Oh.
That's the Killmonger beat.
Yeah, that little beat hard.
Yeah, every time something happened with Killmonger, they played that beat.
That little beat hard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So check it. So basically, the girl, they didn't poison the girl. She falls down. She's dying. And the paramedics come.
Right.
And one of the paramedics is Claw. All right. Now, if you don't know, Claw is the actual villain. He's the real villain of the Black Panther.
Right.
The real villain. All right. And, he's the one who caused the explosion.
Right.
And that killed his dad.
Right.
He's the one that caused the explosion
In
Wakanda. Stole the vibranium
Right.
in Wakanda. And the reason why he had access to the vibranium and he had the access to do what he did was because of Killmonger's dad.
Right. N'Jabu.
N'Jabu.
Yeah.
Killmonger's dad equipped Claw to do what he did. Killmonger's dad did that.
Right.
And so in the midst, Claw is he shoot the people, pew, pew,
Right.
and then he tell one of them, "Hey, go ahead, don't tell nobody though." So the dude start running and he pew, shot him.
Right.
And Killmonger asked him a question.
Right.
Yeah.
So why you do that?
Why you do that? He said, spread the crime scene out, make us look like amateurs.
Right.
Whoa. So you mean Claw was mentoring Killmonger?
Yeah.
Oh. So Killmonger learned a lot of his ways from Claw. And Claw is British.
From Britain.
In
It's a colonizer.
Britain, they were colonizers. And Britain colonized America. Catch that, catch that, catch that. And so anyway, they get the vibranium or whatever. So the next setting, they go into Asia. Because we just kind of skipping around.
Okay, I'm cool. I'm just trying to follow it in my head.
Yeah, when they get to Asia. Because they go into Asia.
That's right, because he's going to, they're going to sell it. He's going to sell it. And that's when they go back. That's when he get the new suit.
Yeah.
And they try on the suit and all that type of stuff. And then they go on the journey, him, Nakia, and the general.
No doubt.
Yeah, so that was dope.
No doubt. So
They're in the casino.
they get to Asia, they're in the casino, and while they're there, they are counting the Americans
Right.
in there. You know what I mean? And they see what's going on, and then Black Panther runs into the guy from the CIA.
Correct.
And the CIA, they monitor different things all over the world, and the CIA was coming to buy vibranium from
Correct.
Claw.
Correct.
And T'Challa was just there to come and
Get Claw.
to get Claw.
Well, let's do that. We missed something. So, which is important. Wakabi, T'Challa told Wakabi that he was going to make sure that he brought Claw back.
No doubt.
That
Yeah.
he told him that he was going to make sure that he killed him. Or he said, if you don't kill him, he said, bring him back.
Bring him here.
Yeah, bring him here. Because Wakabi's mom and dad died during Claw's attack.
No doubt.
And so that was the reason why they went. Because the general had a clue. They were talking, him and Wakabi were talking, and the general came up and was like, hey, guess what we just found out.
Yeah.
So that was the whole reason for them going there.
True. No
So
doubt.
they get there, and then Agent Ross, him and Black Panther start having a conversation. He's like, why you here? He's like, look, I'm on a mission, and Claw is mine. So
Yeah.
when I see him, it's going down on sight. I just want to let you know. And so, and then Claw shows up. They go through the metal detector, and the metal detector's going on. And so the general was like, I thought there were no guns allowed in here. Which is another thing that's super dope. Let's talk about the wig, man.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the wig, man.
She said, "This is a disgrace. This wig on her head. This is a disgrace."
So I think it was dope to me, a couple of things, because her perspective of it was that she was comfortable in her own skin.
Amen.
And her tattoos on her head, it was like it was a badge of honor.
Yeah.
For them to show the symbolism on their head, for them to not have any hair on their head.
Right.
In Wakanda.
And serve in the Dure Milaje.
Correct. So for her, it was distasteful. you know, to have the wig on her head.
This is a disgrace.
So, and what made it dope to me was that when she got discovered, like that was the first thing that went. Like she, like for her, it was almost for me to get. It's like for me to get and do my thing as a representative of Wakanda, I gotta get rid of this wig. And she took the wig and she threw it at the guy. That was the first thing that she did.
And she pulled that spear out.
Yeah, it went down after the spear.
And went to work.
Yeah.
So she doing her thing with the spear. I'm talking about she giving work. And Nakia, she done got loose.
Right.
We got the opportunity to see how Nakia get down. Nakia, she giving work.
Right.
She giving work. She done pulled her shoe off.
Right.
And then whoop somebody with a shoe. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just thought that was wonderful. And, you know, so they doing their thing and they end up, T'Challa gets in.
He hops up on the balcony, and then he comes face to face with Claw, and Claw shoots him with his.
He said, "My, you look just like your dad."
Yeah, and so he shot him with the arm, and
I made it rain.
He said he made it rain.
I made it rain.
And so you know, then the chase kind of happens, and his sister, brilliant mind again, she hops in this
computer generated
car that she has in Wakanda and is driving a vehicle in a completely different
country,
which is mind blowing in and of itself.
No doubt, no doubt.
And then so she's driving him around. They're chasing the guys. It's a big chase down. So Black Panther showing off some of his new suit skills, things of that nature.
No doubt.
One of the dope things about this scene that kind of comes to a head is that when Nakia and the general are in the car, they were shooting at them.
And she's like this.
And she was just sitting there like with just disgust. And she just talked about how guns were primitive.
Wow.
To them.
Wow.
And so I thought that was dope. It's almost like guns are like,
y'all still doing this?
Right. It was almost like y'all still using guns. Like, and then she gets out of the car on a whole nother level, but and so obviously he blows the car up. It's a real funny scene. The kid's still sitting in the driver's seat. They chase him down, and then they get captured. So they get to the next scene. They're interviewing him, Agent Ross. Okay, talk to me about your perspective. What did you think about when she when he touched T'Challa? Her response.
So, you know, this dude is just like, you know, hey, you need to be lucky. You need to be lucky that we even got you in here.
Yeah.
She like looking like, and then she say in their language, she say, if he touches you one more time, I'm going to impale him to that chair.
Yeah.
Dog, that was so fly.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. T'Challa understand how we function over here.
He understood both sides.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like we do stuff like that while we talking and this, that, and the other. And that's why he reached over there and grabbed him. He did like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I appreciate your help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he look at old girl and say, see, diplomacy.
Yeah. He was teaching. He was a leader, man. He was a leader.
Oh my God.
He was a leader, man. He was an awesome leader.
A
phenomenal leader. And I skipped the scene, which is very important.
Okay.
Because Wakabi is a good friend of his, and it seems like, I don't know if it was his best friend, but they had a really good friendship. And before they left, they showed how warm and open their relationship was.
Oh yeah.
And his word, he gave his word that he would kill or bring Claw back.
No doubt.
And he had an opportunity to kill him.
Ah, I forgot about that.
At the end of the chase, he had an opportunity to kill him. And this is tough.
Sisters, I want y'all to pay attention to this, sisters. Pay attention to this, sister.
This is tough because he is the king of Wakanda. He is the Black Panther. The Black Panther is the protector of Wakanda. That's his job. But he made a vow to a friend. He gave his word to a friend that he would do something as well. So he's in the position with his weapon cocked, basically his claws out to kill this man. Everybody's standing around in Asia with their cell phones. And she runs up and she says, the general says, "My king, the world is watching."
Oh my God. And he looked.
So he turns around and looks at everybody with their cell phones and he stops. And he doesn't kill him.
Wow.
Why is that?
So you mean you want to talk about the fact
Why
that
did he kill him?
why didn't he?
Why didn't he kill him right then?
Cause I mean he could have made an emotional decision, killed him, and the whole world would have said, in some local news, Black Panther, African guy,
The ruler of Wakanda, the king of Wakanda,
killed a white man in the middle of town in Asia.
Why this is so important to me is because it speaks to two things, in my personal opinion. In leadership, you're going to have to make decisions that everybody's not going to agree with.
Mm.
So in this role, he had his word that he had given, and I personally believe he gave it out of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that he...
No doubt. You know it was out of emotion.
It was out of emotion. His dad, this guy had killed his father. This guy had killed his good friend's parents. And so he communicated to him, he gave an absolute definite, this is what I'm going to do. And without being able to, and he wasn't really able to guarantee that because there were going to be variables that he couldn't see.
No doubt.
When they went over that, he didn't know what the situation was going to be. And he never wanted to, his goal is to protect not only Wakanda from outside forces, but to protect the imagery of Wakanda.
No doubt. No doubt.
Because he's not one of the superheroes that, oh, I got a secret identity and don't nobody know who I am. No, they know.
Everybody know who
The
you
Black
is.
Panther is the king of Wakanda. So, so I thought that was beautiful in two reasons. One, it showed a leader, a black leader, a king, who was sensitive enough to listen to somebody that was beneath him.
Wow, come on now.
So he listened to...
Now them sisters, the fact that they were concerned about his imagery and that the world was watching.
Wow, yeah.
You feel me? They want to cover, because, you know what I'm saying, you know, if we was in these streets here in America,
right.
Get him! Kill that! You see what I'm saying?
But they were trying to protect. They were trying to protect him. They were trying to protect his image. And so I thought that was huge.
That was very key. Very key.
And so we could fast forward, and so they're investigating him, in the investigation room, and he begins to put doubt in Agent Ross's head about how bad he really is. He's trying to manipulate him in his thinking. Like, you know, you think that I stole all the Wakanda, all the vibranium. I just got a piece of the vibranium, et cetera, et cetera. So he comes back out, and now he wants to talk to T'Challa like, hey, your dad said that that was all of it.
Yeah.
You know, and so he avoids the question. And Nakia comes in and says, hey, it's something, boom, wall blows up.
Yeah.
So they duck. Agent Ross gets shot. And then they run out.
Because Killmonger came in that boy bussing.
Right. Killmonger came in with his mask on.
He come to save Claw.
He came to save Claw, for sure. And so, who was his mentor? And so...
Come to save his mentor.
And so, then... they come in, and so
his mentor, who got equipped by Killmonger's dad,
exactly. So
whom that was responsible for killing T'Challa, and killing T'Chaka,
yeah,
and all them people, them innocent people in Wakanda.
So then he comes.
Thanks, Killmonger's dad.
They pull him out. They go and
you thug, you.
They go out and so...
Talking about Killmonger's dad. He's the thug. Go ahead.
T'Challa is chasing Killmonger, so he's taking the shots. Black Panther jumps up in the air. He shoots a grenade at him.
Blue.
Black Panther falls back. They ride off. But there was something very important in this scene. They showed that at this point, T'Challa is able to see that the ancestral ring is around Killmonger's neck.
Wow.
On the chain.
Right.
And so... So this brings up a lot of questions. Something that you talked about when we talked earlier about the talk to them about the decision that he had to make about bringing Agent Ross back?
Well, from what perspective? What do you mean?
Well, it was more so because that was one that wasn't in the plan, and two, he could have just left him there to die. Agent Ross had got shot.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
severely hurt.
Yeah.
T'Challa had to make a decision, or he made a decision to bring him.
Right. And the general was like, bro, what you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, we can't just, leave this man,
Like, this
let
is
him
a
die.
CIA agent. He has to report back to his country what he sees.
And we can't just let the dude die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the general is concerned about the tradition of Wakanda.
Correct.
And
She's concerned about policy.
no doubt,
She put policy over
of people. Yeah, policy over people. A good leader never puts policy over people. And so she's like, look, we're going to bring him back. And she tried to, tell him, but you are the king. And I know I am the king. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, he had to be a little,
He had to assert himself.
Yeah, he need to be a little assertive. You know what I mean? He wasn't disrespectful to the queen, you know what I'm saying? But he had to be, let him, because a lot of people don't like T'Challa. They say because they say he's weak, so to speak, or whatever the case may be.
So far from the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's submitting to the wisdom of women. You know what I'm saying? And submitting to people that's under him. You feel me? But see, whenever you are a great leader, you have the capability of submitting to the wisdom of those that are quote unquote under you.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Because, remember when he went back to the ancestral plane and talked to his dad?
Yeah.
And his dad told him, he said, you're gonna struggle.
Right.
Because you are a good man. You're gonna be struggling. It's hard for a good man to be a king.
Yeah.
And he said, you're going to have to surround yourself with people who you trust. And so the people that he chose to surround himself with was his sister, his mother, the general.
Mm-hmm. Zuri. Who was the priest at the time.
No doubt. Those are the people, who he surrounded himself with, and he submitted to their wisdom. Even though he was the king.
Right.
So they end up bringing him back. They get there, and his sister say, wow. We get to fix another broken white boy. You know what I'm saying? Because they took Bucky back.
Right.
And they fixed on Bucky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so she go fix him up, get him back straight. You know what I'm saying? And he wakes up and he goes in there. He said, "Excuse me, what? Don't scare me like that, colonizer." He said, "Colonizer, what?" So, you know what I'm saying? She like, technology fixed you, because like a person don't heal from a gun wound in a day.
Right.
He said, you doing Wakanda?
Yeah.
It's like how? He said, because of technology.
Right.
That's just talking about the technological advancements that you have overseen by a child.
I think it's interesting that that there was a level of advancement that they had never seen before.
Amen. That America had never seen
before. And there's a lot of ancient history that black people of color, did so many different things that people had never seen before, and they didn't quite understand how they were able to do it.
Right.
And so that's just a representation of true history.
No doubt.
Of things that are factual.
No doubt.
Because there was a lot of things. We can go back and look at the pyramids and all these type of things, and they were created by people of color.
No doubt. And they had central air and heat.
Yeah.
Back
then.
They discovered areas in West Africa where they found actual money systems, checks.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about areas, where they had like extremely powerful civilizations, that even predate Egypt.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? In Western Africa, all over the, continent. People think that those areas all over, Africa was all jungle.
Right.
Nah.
I like that. So, what does, I guess for the sake of time, with us coming up on time here, I think a couple of things that were really big to me were that apply to today. And a lot of people may say, man, that's too deep. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
It doesn't take all of that. But there's a lot in this movie that shows where we are today and how far we have come from where we were from the inception of our people.
Wow.
And so I think that it shows W'Kabi going from being friends with T'Challa as king, being disappointed. How many times have you been friends with someone and been disappointed, and then somebody else brings something that's perceived to be better? Because Killmonger did what T'Challa was unable to do. He brought Claw to him.
Right.
He killed him. And so when he brought him, he was like, wow, like that's what's up. Like now
you a real friend.
Yeah, like you a real friend. Like you that guy.
No doubt.
And so now he's bringing him to the royal circle, to the council.
No doubt.
And I mean, Killmonger is a lot of us, in my personal opinion. There's a lot of us who have been hurt by.
We gonna deal with that.
Yeah.
And our Killmonger versus T'Challa.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about that.
And so it's it's a lot of things that happen. That has happened today, and we see it, but a lot of us don't really understand how to articulate it or how to say what it is. Like, he was disappointed. W'Kabi was disappointed about T'Challa, and then he ran into another person who was able to provide that, and then he began to hate or despise not only T'Challa as a person, but also what he represented, the throne of what he represented, and felt like it needed to be something else that needed to take place as a result of that.
Right. Let's talk about the scene whenever Killmonger was able to kill Claw. Let's talk about that scene.
Okay.
So, they about to get on a plane.
Right.
And, Claw has the vibranium.
Right. And he's like, I ain't tripping about the money. He was like, you going to get paid. And he was like, oh, I ain't tripping about that. I know you good for it. And he's like, I just want you to take me to Wakanda. He was like, you don't want to go over there. And he was like, nah, I do.
So he didn't just flipped. Flipped.
Completely.
Pow, pow, went to shooting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Claw grabs his old lady.
He put a bullet in her head.
Hold on. So he took his old lady and he shot his girl. He killed his girl?
Yeah.
But she was ride or die for him.
He had an agenda, man.
So he wasn't stunned about the girl.
He cared about her for the sense of, to the extent of what she was good for to him.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So he didn't kill the girl. That was ride or die for him. He didn't first told him it's gonna be all right.
Right. He told her it's gonna be okay. Ain't but a bullet in her head.
Golly, lied to her, told her it was gonna be okay. Killed her.
But at the end of the day, it wasn't she was a pawn. She was a pawn. Pawns, anybody who's played chess, pawns are the first ones. We put you out front.
His girl, though.
She was a pawn.
But that's his girl.
But she was a pawn. And that's the difference between the way. Well, in the movie, they say our way a lot. And so it's a difference between how we view the women that we have here, the women of color here, the women that we live and dwell among us, than the rest of the world. And
our way, our true way.
Yeah.
Our way.
Killmonger was of a different way.
The African American way.
Yeah.
Wow. So he kills his old lady, kills Claw, and take the body to Wakanda.
Yep, to Wakanda.
And so now family turned all the way against T'Challa. So now he turned against T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? And they bring the dude in, and they bring Killmonger in.
Right.
Among the council.
That's right.
And so he walks up and he tells them like, hey, you know, y'all living comfortable around here.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
This the part everybody, all the deep folks like this part.
Yeah. Y'all living comfortable around here. It's plenty of people that look just like us all over this world that's suffering. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you can help. You got the power to help them all.
Right.
And so he said, how is that? Vibranium. And this is what he says. T'Challa says, it is not our way to be judge, jury, and executioner for people that are not our own.
Right.
That are not our people.
Right.
And he say, not your people. Well, didn't life start on this continent?
Messy.
Wow, that's deep. No, didn't life start on this continent? So ain't all people your people?
Wow.
So you concerned about all people now. Killmonger, you concerned about all people now.
Right.
But you concerned about all people.
Okay. Got at least 500 markers on him where he didn't kill people.
Yeah. And he say, I am not the king of all people. I am the king of Wakanda. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. See, a king has his domain.
That's right.
And he's responsible for his domain.
Correct.
See, over here in America, we don't have a concept of a king or a kingdom.
No, not at all.
We have no concept of that. It's foreign to us.
That's right. We have government, and then we have the structure of government. You have executive branch, the legislative branch, you know, but we don't have
checks and balances.
But we don't have kingdom.
We don't have a kingdom with an absolute king.
Yeah.
And so this stuff that T'Challa talking about makes no sense to him.
Correct.
And so he like, why don't you ask me who I am?
Right.
He said, take him away. He's like, bro, the only reason why I don't kill you where you stand is because I know who you is, bro.
Right.
On mom. You know what I'm saying?
Again, the leadership of this guy.
Oh my God, this man leadership is amazing. So he, the dude with the thing in his lips said, who are you?
Yeah.
And he go to revealing who he is. And that music come on. Put that music on. You gotta put that music on right quick.
Hold on. There we go. Beat come on.
I'm going one more job. I found my daddy with panther claws in his chest. You ain't the son of a king. You the son of a murderer. Hey, auntie. So he revealed himself.
I accept your challenge. I accept your challenge.
It could take weeks for this. I don't need weeks.
All I need is him.
We don't have to have the whole country out here. All I need is him. Yeah, man. So that was real fly.
That anger, man. Did you? Oh my goodness, man. He was so angry. All of the years of him waiting for his opportunity for that day just came out.
Oh man, it was crazy.
It was so much anger built up at that moment.
A broken man.
That's it.
A hurting man that have been a victim of
a hurting child.
Circumstance, and he became who he was, not because of Wakanda leaving him.
Correct.
But because of his daddy. It was his daddy's fault.
Yeah.
First and foremost, his daddy didn't get sent down there to make no children.
That's right.
His daddy got sent down there to be a war dog. He was supposed to be out there spying.
Right.
But he didn't went down, got him engulfed with the culture, and then made a baby. Where's the mama? Where's she at?
Right.
You feel me? Your baby out there shooting ball while you out in you plotting a murder, a robbery or something.
Right.
Cause we gonna be right here, and then we gonna come right here. Yo, hide the straps. You know what I'm saying? You got daddy issues, Killmonger. And we gonna continue on, man, next time, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. But we'll get back with y'all later, man. Y'all be blessed and stay blessed. Thank you for tuning in to the Trap Playing Radio. So yeah, man. That okay. Okay. Yay. 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 Okay.
I gotta get this track.
Oh. Oh. Let's stop before it interrupt my live feed, cause I don't own the music. And that track go hard too.
It does. It does.
Straight trap music. Okay. So here's what we get. We can get into the meat and the potatoes. The T'Challa versus Killmonger.
Okay.
So we gonna deal with that joint. You know what I'm saying? We finna talk about T'Challa versus Killmonger. We finna break this thing down. Break it down, break it down, break it down. So we gonna go ahead, we gonna shut this one down right here. And we gonna come back to y'all. Holla at your boy.
Serving justice to a man who stole your vibranium and murdered your people. Justice your king couldn't deliver. I don't care that you brought Claw. Only reason I don't kill you where you stand is because I know who you are. And now a special look at Marvel Studios' Black Panther.
Yo, this joint was crazy. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in, man.
Get to decide.